Sooners. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Bowman. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
A stop here would really bail out this defense after they were put in a tough spot. He leaves it with his back. Nice move to keep running. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offensive coordinators don't really have play sheets for 3rd and 75. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but when you put yourself in a bad situation, backed up like this, you know, with mistakes and negative plays, not many plays in the playbook you can go.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
A first down run on the doorstep. And makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
Then we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because...
And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
That quarterback's in zone coverage. They have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Cowboys in the hurry-up. Oklahoma State got a rare but most satisfying close victory the last time they saw the Sooners.
And it was such a big game for the Pokes, and you got to feel great if you're their coaching staff watching how their team responded late in the game when it was on the line. They were able...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. That pickup might be best measured in inches rather than yards. Not a lot of running room there. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Touchdown Sooners! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the old Ncaa, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And now the hit knocks it loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over, jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Running back searching for a hole. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
To the air, it's Howard. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Big 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the lone running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ibuka. At the 45 on his way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Apparently some confusion as the offense calls the timeout. It's their first of the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, had on it.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Reeled it in and just made the house call. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To keep them pinned in their own end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, it's out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Dumps it to the back. Got a man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. And you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Offense set on 1st down. They'll try to find room outside on the jet sweep. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
On second down, just keeps firing. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Firing to the right, complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. He does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his man. It's Burks. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Makes his connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Handoff to the single back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Now the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Right down the middle. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try it from the right. Hash and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unleashes to the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So much for the turn. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
On the move, it's Howard. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies, and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now, defense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Quick step and go. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Getting some heat. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Quick release by the QB. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On fourth down, going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Arnold. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Looking to go up top on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
That's caught. It's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Feeling some heat. Extending. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Burks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The give to the left side. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the air, it's Arnold. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He makes a grab. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight and get powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Sweet cut there. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On the run, it's Henderson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to move it through the air. Floating away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's going up top here late in the game. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing the heat. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement to the future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
A shot toward the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. It gave them a little bit of hope.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Using the quick game. Running with power. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We'll get a little bit of that there. You can take a knee, you run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. Smashes ahead. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quarterback will audible. To the air. It's Arnold. Going for 6. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.